Alright guys, good morning. Let's go ahead and let's get Lily over to school. We already got a notice that the bus was going to be about 30 minutes late, so we figured, let's just take her over. Let's get going. Good morning! It is Thursday, April 16th. Can you believe it? We are over halfway through the month now. Alright, so here's what we gotta do. First, we gotta get Lily over to school. Then we gotta go ahead, go back home, have a little breakfast. Take Tiff over to Centricare. Then, we're gonna recreate the final scene of Back to School. No, I'm not gonna jump into a swimming pool. No, that wouldn't look pretty anyway. No, I am going to go ahead and get a couple of school assignments done today. Take care of that. And there we go. And then while I'm doing that, Tiff can go over to Publix, get dinner. And then we'll go ahead and grab Lily from the bus stop. But yeah, we got quite a bit to take care of today. So, let's get going. Alright, short girl, I hope you have a great day in school and have fun. Alright, let's start off the morning with some Tim Horton coffee. Keurig style. There we go. Come on. There we go. And then breakfast. Alright, here we have bagel, cream cheese, coffee, and blueberries. Let's enjoy. Alright guys, it is now 8:11 and yes, I am freshly shaven and it is time to go ahead and get over to Centricare Urgent Care. Let's go ahead and take Tiff over. She's been having some abscess like mouth pain last night, so we're going to go and get that taken a look at. And then go from there. Let's get going. Alright guys, it is 8:12. Let's go ahead and let's get going over Centricare Urgent Care. It is a beautiful day out, gotta admit. But we got schoolwork to do for today. Alright, here we are. Advent Health Centricare Urgent Care. Walk in 7 days a week. Let's go ahead and see what time we get out. It is currently 8:20. Alright, so I have just learned that I have been getting scammed on my paycheck. Thank you. Wonderful. So it turns out that you can only use the insurance 9 times, aka 9 days, for the entire fucking year.
Yeah.
The entire year. Not even a month.
And that includes prescriptions.
Prescriptions, urgent care visit.
9 times.
9 freaking times. So now we're gonna go over to the emergency room more than likely. Let's get going. It's just ridiculous. Alright, round 2. Advent Health Emergency Room. Oh, by the way, 8:52. Let's see what happens. Alright, 9:42. And it looks like they're going to have to go ahead and do a CT because of the blurry vision and stuff going on.
Yeah, this is starting to swell up here and my vision's blurring out.
It's going to be a long day.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta admit, this is quite interesting. So in here, they actually have a camera system. And this is what it does. It's a virtual care technology. That is pretty cool. And they say that they will not record unless someone comes in and tells you and you give consent. Pretty cool. Alright, it is 10:21 and they just took her to go ahead and do the CT scan. We're making progress. So it looks like there is no actual abscess, but there is a dental infection.
They said the abscess could possibly be growing in there, but there's nothing right now that they can find.
So what they are going to do, after doing the CT scan and everything, is now basically get ready to release her and then send the prescription over to Publix. So that way at least the antibiotics will be free. And then we'll figure out the rest of the medicine. It's been one crazy morning.
It has been.
And then we'll go home and I'll get my schoolwork done and there we go. And then she'll get Lil from the bus. And also go get dinner while I'm doing my schoolwork.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get ready to wrap up over here.
I look like I'm wearing Harry Potter glasses.
Actually, I was going to say you look like a future librarian.
I can't even see out of these. It's so blurry.
There we go.
Wow, your vision's bad.
Thank you. Says the girl that couldn't pass an eye exam today.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with you?
It's not that bad, though. It's just a little blurry.
So adorable and so sweet. Alright, it is 11:57 and we are now free.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go home, wait for the Publix pharmacy to go and fill that prescription. She'll go ahead, grab dinner, and also grab the prescription, and there we go.
Yeah, that'll work out.
But yeah, for now, let's go home and get some schoolwork done. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Alright guys, it is now 12:12 and we are now back at home. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get into finishing up. We got 2 assignments for one class and 1 assignment for the other, I believe it is. Oh, it's going to be a fun one. I know one of them, it's basically a narrative document that you have to do, where you have to create an entire plan, and boy, is it comprehensive. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. And honestly, I cannot wait to be done with the EPI stuff. But right now, let's go ahead. Let's get this done. Yeah, it's DOL 2 Read and Development Case Study. And that is in my read-in class. And then over in my other one, Foundations of Education, I believe I have 2 assignments over there to do. Let me see here.
Like and subscribe.
April 19th. There we go. Yeah, discussion ethical situations in education and theory to practice applying strategies to historical, legal, and ethical foundations. One is a discussion post. Not bad. 250 to 350 words. So yeah, that's actually pretty easy. The other one, theory to practice. Create a classroom strategy action plan that includes 2 to 3 specific strategies you will use as an educator to ensure your classroom reflects the historical awareness, legal compliance, and ethical standards expected of a professional. Okay. So I can either do a written document, 1 to 2 pages, a narrated slideshow, 3 to 5 slides, or a video, 2 to 3 minutes. I'll just do the written document and be done. So yeah, 2 pages of a written document. That's not too bad. But this whole DOL 2, this one is always a pain in the butt. Because I had to do one of them before, and man, I'll tell you, it took forever. Yeah. But let's go ahead, let's get to it, and let's get going and get it done. Alright guys, it is 5:31, and honestly, it has been one of those days where what could go wrong when it came to this whole health insurance stuff did. And honestly, I feel absolutely horrible about it, to be truthful. Because I had no clue that there was such an insurance policy that only allowed 9 occurrences across prescription to urgent care to whatever. And including also doctor visits too. And honestly, I was thinking to myself, this is the worst freaking thing I could have ever bought. This is so freaking ridiculous. And I've been spending $50 out of each of my paychecks since January. Thinking to myself, hey, you got insurance for you and Tiff. You did great. No. It was horrible. It really was. And honestly, I feel like crap over it. Well, I'll tell you something. I'll figure that mess out too next. I also got my discussion done that I needed to for EPI. And I also got the replies done that I needed for that discussion. So all I have is just 2 other small, well, 1 small assignment and 1 large one to do still. So that's good. And honestly, I can knock out the larger assignment tomorrow easily, and I can do the smaller one tonight, and I'll be set. You know, it's fine. Back in January, I started the EPI program, Educare Prep Institute, because having lost my job and everything before, and flying around, I was thinking to myself that I wanted to become a teacher. That I wanted to go ahead and make a difference. And then I realized my talent lies elsewhere in technology. So that's when I go ahead and I pivot into the whole Masters in Computer Science from Penn State. But I also wanted to go ahead and leave the EPI program too. And I found out that the Pell Grant from the federal government would pay basically my entirety to go ahead and do my Associates in Science and Computer Information Technology, and I thought that was awesome. So, truthfully, I was so excited for this, and it led me, after being in those classrooms and staring out the window and wondering, what the heck am I doing there? To now going, okay, there's a path, there's a line, and you know right where to go down that path. And that is where I'm at now. I have so much ahead of me to figure out, so many paths. Do I go into another company and work? Do I form my own fully instead of just software? There's so many things to decide. But for right now, I'm going to sit down, watch One Piece with Lil and Tiff, eat dinner, and just relax. And then come back and do an outro with you guys. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's eat dinner and then we'll go ahead and do the outro later on. But yeah, today's just been one difficult day. We'll put it at that. Alright, let's get to it. Did you have a good day in school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you like going to school?
I went fine.
What'd you do, like a field day or something?
No, I ain't that tired.
Okay.
Hey, bite me that.
Alright, well, dinner is ready, so go and get your 20 different items. She always takes like 20 items in a bag for dinner.
My live.
Mommy moved everything again?
I hate to death.
Alright guys, let's get squared away for dinner. Alright guys, it is now 6:13. And it is time for an outro. Like I said earlier, today has been one interesting day, and now I gotta figure out how to cancel trash insurance. Insurance that serves no purpose other than giving you 9 occurrences, and that has to last you the entire year. And that's fine when you're a healthy single person, but it is absolute garbage when you are a married couple, and that was supposed to include a spouse in that 9. Pretty ridiculous. And one of you is not so healthy, and the other is also not so healthy. Yeah. You guys know all about my issues. You know about Tiffany's issues. And honestly, it's just been a garbage plan for it. So I will figure that out and sort that mess out. But for now, thank you so much for being with today. I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a better day than us. And thank you very much for joining today. Now, go get some dinner, go have a good sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone. And thanks for watching. I mean it. Good night.
But I know